The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. I'm Tank Spencer, Jeremy Greene, as always, alongside. And let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings. 1-3 to start out the season so far. Last week, you had a very ugly game with the Cleveland Browns, losing 14-7. This is a dynamic offensive team. They are a bad defensive team.
Are they, though?
I mean, the back half.
Are they, though? I mean, they kept Baker Mayfield to nothing.
Yeah, but Baker Mayfield's been bad for 2 weeks.
I don't dispute that.
Like, historically bad for 2 weeks.
Hey, I don't dispute that.
Right.
But I don't look at Minnesota and go, you're god-awful.
They're not the Atlanta Falcons.
No. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Is that I'm looking at this team going, Danielle Hunter has still done, he's done stuff. Mm-hmm. The thing that bothers me is how bad they are against the run. That's the unsettling part of Minnesota to me, is that you can't stop the run to save your life. Mm-hmm. And I get that you've played, just looking at the schedule, you've played Cincinnati that runs more than any team in the NFL, not named the Tennessee Titans or the New Orleans Saints. Mm-hmm. The Arizona Cardinals, who have run quite well, and the Browns, who run a shitload. Mm-hmm. I get it, but you haven't been good against it. And you went out into free agency and added Dalvin Tomlinson to put alongside Michael Pierce with the sole intention of stopping this. Mm-hmm. And it hasn't worked.
Right.
And now I'm looking at Detroit this week with Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift. By the way, I love the +9. BetUs.com, use promo code Sportsocracy. Don't have to bet your team to lose, but damn it, I love those 9 points.
Right.
Then you got Carolina, then you got Dallas, then you got Baltimore, then you got the LA Rams, then you get Green Bay. Do you see a fucking trend here?
Running backs.
They don't play a team that's bad running the ball for 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Detroit doesn't do a whole lot of between the tackles running. So
no, but they've got two really good running backs.
Yes, they do.
And I have a funny feeling you're going to see a game plan this week against Minnesota that's meant to exploit that. Mm-hmm. Just out of curiosity, if you had to rate Mike Zimmer's job security on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being has dirty pictures of the owner and an elephant, and 10 being literally 1 foot on the grave and the other in a banana peel.
8.5.
I was about to say, why is it 9.5? Why it's 9.5? Why?
Yeah.
I've long said I think Mike Zimmer's the first coach in the NFL to get fired.
I can't go down that path with you because I think there's at least one more blunder in this league that should be fired before him. I was thinking Urban Meyer, but Matt Nagy's going to be added to that list too.
You might want him fired. He ain't going to be.
You don't think so?
No, because at some point that means Shad Khan has to look at a camera and go, I boo-boo kittied.
No, he'll make Tony do that. No, I agree with you. Mike Zimmer's not going to be around for much longer, especially if this continues.
How much is much longer in your opinion?
Let's see. Should they end up losing this week, it might be Monday.
I don't think it'll be Monday. Here's how I think this goes. I think Detroit's going to put the fear of God in them. Mm-hmm. This game will be close, but they will win. Mm-hmm. And then next week, they go to the Carolina Panthers, and I think they get the piss beat out of them.
Yep, they'll be shellacked.
And Monday morning, there's no more Mike Zimmer. Mm-hmm. That's how I think this goes.
Okay.
And I've been on this for as long as I can freaking remember.
You were saying this all year last year.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, I thought they were going to lose to Seattle, and I thought they were going to beat Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. So I had my games mixed up here. But I look at Mike Zimmer and go, there's so much talent on this team. I don't understand. You can't blame the offense.
Right.
I mean, Jesus, Kirk Cousins has been damn near as good as you could ever expect him to be. Mm-hmm. I mean, what more do you want from the guy? He's almost 70% completion percentage. He's only been sacked 7 times in 4 games. And he's got a 9-to-1 touchdown interception ratio.
You can't ask for
that
more
ain't the problem. Dalvin Cook's been
Hurt.
I was going to say good. And
Well, yeah.
Madison's been good. The receiving core's been good. You found KJ Osborne out of damn nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So what the hell do you have to blame? The offensive line has been eaten up.
It's defense, and that's Mike Zimmer's wheelhouse.
There you go. You can't keep a coach around that predicates themselves on defense when you've been this bad defensively.
Yep. Because they had the same problems last year.
Because you've invested the money and you've brought in the free agents and you've re-signed the guys, and you're still not performing. And I just have this. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they come out and beat the hell out of Detroit and they contend with Carolina, and I'm completely wrong and they right the ship. I hope, for Mike Zimmer's sake, that's how it goes. For Minnesota Vikings fans, I hope I'm exactly right.
You need out from under Mike Zimmer as soon as possible. Is that what you're thinking?
I don't like Mike Zimmer. I don't, and I haven't for a long time. This is not a new.
I always loved him as a defensive coordinator, but not as the head coach. Since he's taken over Minnesota, yes, they had the miracle team, the Minnesota Miracle team, that made a run in the playoffs. But ever since that, I mean, aside from that, it's been pretty disappointing. I thought when he got this job that he was going to turn them into a no-doubt winner, that defense was going to be insane.
And they haven't.
But it hasn't been. It just hasn't been. The defense has been the downfall of this team for 4 years now.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I really like the idea of Clint Kubiak getting a shot at this job for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Because I love the offense. I think the offense has done tremendous things. I don't think any Vikings fan could be upset with this.
No.
And you need to retain him. So you give him a shot at the main job, letting Kubiak go. That's how I'm hoping this goes, if for nothing else, because I really don't like Mike Zimmer. The whole vaccine thing just became too much of a narrative from him.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear a fucking football coach talking about this. I just don't care. And then you come out and get beat by the Bengals.
Yeah.
And you had the ugliest preseason game I think I've ever seen in my life. It's just all of these things. And I like Vikings fans. I know so many of them. And they're such good fans. They dress up and go to games and wear Viking shit. And they're crazy people, and I love that. I want it to be good for you. I really do.
Yeah. Well, you get the Detroit Lions this week. It should be a chance for Kirk Cousins to continue to put up massive numbers.
And I think he will. I just think you're going to give up a lot on the ground.
Yeah. Although Detroit plays you real tough. And, I mean, they had a 2-point ball game with the Baltimore Ravens a couple of weeks ago. This could be one of those games that they keep close. And I'm with you on the bet us tip there. I'm on Detroit to cover this 9-point spread.
BetUs.com, promo code Sportsocracy. They'll give you 125% of your initial deposit in free play dollars. What that means is you deposit $100 and you have $225 to make money with all season long.
And stay tuned here to the Sportsocracy for all of our team-by-team content throughout the season. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. And join us in the Wicked Weed studio every weekday morning live at 10 a.m. here on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
We'll be right back.